Hello guys and welcome back to another video. So the second trailer for Jurassic Rebirth just dropped. It's so exciting. And I didn't do a trailer reaction, but I am here to do a trailer breakdown. So let's get started. So the trailer opens with the lab, a very clean looking lab, with all of the scientists in a chamber or in a testing tube or something. And then on the security cameras we can see some gunfire and some screaming, and then one of the scientists presses a button, and then everything turns red, and everyone runs out of the chamber where the T-Rex is in. And then one of them gets left behind and he's begging for someone to open the door, and then the T-Rex grabs him, and then the T-Rex grabs him and kills him probably. And also, I know that I mentioned that the trailer probably was gonna release on Wednesday, but I didn't really watch the clip that they released. I didn't really watch it full. I didn't really watch the whole thing, so that's why I didn't know that it was gonna release today. But I did know it from other videos, so that's good. And then we can also see, after that, we see just them talking that there have survived 24 species here alone. I don't think that we're gonna see all of them, but it is cool. And then we see probably one of the best scenes in the entire movie, or in the trailer even, the river raft scene. And oh my god, does this thing look cool. I love how this shot looks with the T-Rex, and that we see the T-Rex walking into the water and then swimming, and then it knocks the raft over, and also just everyone screaming. This will be a very cool scene, and I don't know how they will actually escape the T-Rex, but we do know that. And then, because the shot after that features the rest of the cast, because in the raft scene it was the family, and then the rest of the cast who is collecting the DNA, then here's a T-Rex roar, so maybe they will save the family, but I don't know. And then we see the Titanosaurus, and oh my god, there are a bunch of them. There are like 100 of them or something. Way too many. And also, we see like a clip that we have seen yesterday with like a different shot of the Titanosaurus. But I don't think that the CGI looks this good in this scene, especially with that tail of the Titanosaurus. But what I do like with this new trailer is that we can actually see that the Titanosaurus actually have their fins on their back. They can actually put them down. So we can see some like having quills, and that's because they have put their fins down, and we also even see one putting it down. So it's very cool, and again there are so many of them. So yeah, and then we see the Quetzalcoatl scene. So yeah, pretty cool. We see it like snapping and something. We see more of its design. I do really like the design of the Quetzalcoatl. I think it actually matches the franchise maybe a bit better than the Dominion design. I think that the Dominion design, it was very cool, but it was maybe a bit too accurate, like for the franchise. But I do really like this one. And then we see Martin Krabs looking up at probably the helicopter, and then with a hand with someone, then with a decayed hand that's holding a revolver, I believe. So this is probably something similar to Jurassic Park 3, where there is like hanging a corpse, and this looks pretty cool. And then we see again Jonathan Bailey saying "survival is a long shot," and then we also see them walking into the water, and then we see the baby Aquilops, or I don't know if it will be a baby because it's already like it looks fully grown, but I do really like the design of the Aquilops. It looks cute. So yeah. And then we see the T-Rex. I love the shot where he like doesn't know that the T-Rex is behind him, and then you see like it's approaching in the fog. And then we see the T-Rex roaring at Duncan in the river scene, where they're like in the river. We also saw that in the first trailer. So I think that the T-Rex head looks pretty cool. And then we see them running in a bunker or something, where I don't know what can happen in this bunker, but we do know that Zora Bennett is gonna shoot at something in this bunker. so we don't know.
Gonna let you get hurt, okay?
And then we're on the gas station, and we see the Mutadons. And I don't know how I feel about their design. I do like their colors, but also they mentioned that there were feathers. I don't see any feathers on this thing. And Eon Dude also mentioned that they don't look like, that they just look like actual dragons. I really don't know how I feel about them. Maybe I'll get used to them, and maybe we'll see more of their design. But I'm kind of skeptical of this design. It looks more like a dragon again. And we see like chasing Zora Bennett, and then we see the Mosasaurus scene. We see it, and I think that there will actually be two Mosasaurus scenes. One where they are approaching the island to get the DNA, and then the Mosasaurus attacks their boat because it's alone, and we also don't see the family on that boat. And then we also, when they do meet up with the family, they actually try to escape the island via boat, and then the Spinosaurus and the Mosasaurus attack them. I do find it kind of unfortunate that the Spinosaurus doesn't make an appearance in this trailer, because Spinosaurus, I do want to see more of its design. I want to see it standing, but yeah, we only really saw its head. We do know their whole design, but it's all like in art, and we don't really know their whole design. Or we do know their whole design, but we haven't seen it in live action. Yeah, that's basically the trailer. So I'm kind of skeptical of the Mutadons. I don't know how I feel about their design. Their design, it kind of looks like something that was fit in 65. I don't know if you guys know that movie, but it's kind of like a very bad dinosaur movie. It looks like that's a raptor-like creature, or that's, I don't know what it is, maybe Solosuchus with wings. It looks kind of like that. Although, yeah, if they would have given it wings, if they would have given the Solosuchus their wings. But also the Titanosaurs, maybe I like the Titanosaurs a bit more, because we do know that their sail is that you can put their sail down, or that they can put their sail down. I find it kind of unfortunate that the Mattel figure doesn't have that, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. And so I don't think that we're gonna see a trailer 3, but what I do find weird is that the people on CinemaCon mentioned that at the end of the trailer we got a reveal of the D-Rex, or the mutant, but we didn't see this in this trailer, so maybe they just cut it out. I don't know. But this is a very interesting trailer, and I'm very excited to see more of it. So to see more of Jurassic Rebirth. So if you want to see more, then subscribe to me, and if you enjoyed this video, then leave a like. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And then I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.